Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. You dig? What's up with y'all? Make sure y'all come in and smash the like button. We back. We back up in the mix. Life with Jaden, what's up? Adrian, my guy. Somebody said Usain Bolt Stevenson. Wow. Y'all trifling in the comment. TDC says Twitterson. Steven X, what's up? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Man. Y'all tripping that Usain Bolt Stevenson. Stevenson definitely the best in the division, hands down. Based on what? See, this is the part that gets y'all in trouble. And this is not like a slander Shakur Stevenson session either. But you saying that the man is the best in the division. Yo. You saying the man is the best in the division off of his career worst performance, and everybody's roasting the opinion. I mean, roasting the performance. Hey, do we have any shooters? Any shooters in the building? Announce yourself. Do I have one shooter in the building? Anybody? Yeah, TDC, hit the like button. Absolutely. Any shooters, moderators, shooters in the building? I think he talked too much ish. That's why they trolling. Absolutely. Do we have any shooters in the building? That's a no. Make sure y'all, the rest of y'all, smash the like. See, YouTube got to fix this, so they're not even sending the notification to any of the shooters. He said they sleep. Yeah. They all on lunch break. No, that's YouTube. YouTube be playing games. Got him. If you spam the chat, you out of here. Just like Jalen Mock. Yeah, we gonna mock you and block you. You Jalen Block. That's your new name. Jalen Mock turned into Jalen Block because you're out of there. Yeah, YouTube be playing with the notifications for sure. Barely get them now. I mean, I haven't been going live, so that's probably why. They just, whatever. So who's the best lightweight? Okay, how's it? No, y'all see, y'all ain't gonna do that. How do you answer a question with another question? I asked y'all a question. If you're saying Shakur is the best lightweight, What are you basing it off of? And literally, hey, y'all, please don't do this. Don't do this. Y'all, this is not what y'all want. Shakur is a good fighter. I don't take that away from him. But you're saying the man is, y'all sound stupid. Y'all are saying the man is the best in the division, and he has 2 fights in the division. Not necessarily the biggest issue, but it's the who he fought in those 2 fights and how he looked in one of those fights, which happened to be his last fight. How are you the best in the division, bro? Please explain that to me. How can you? He new to the division. I don't give a. What does that have to do? Y'all are saying he's the best in the division. Now y'all copping, please, talking about he new to the division. Bro, and realistically speaking, you sound stupid, all of you that are saying this, because Devin Haney's new to the division and he's taking on the top guy, or at least one. There's no way you can't have Regis Prograis in the top 3 at 140. So Devin Haney is fighting a champion straight away. So what are we talking about? You're like, oh, he's new to the division. All right. Devin Haney new to 140 and he's taking on a champion. Shakur just fought for a vacant belt, meaning the person wasn't a champion. Nor does, if we're really being real, I personally give Edwin De Los Santos, I think he's a very solid fighter, but he's inexperienced. He only has like 15, 16 fights. See, y'all, if y'all come for me and you want to disagree, make sure you know what the F you talking about. Because a lot of y'all online just disagree to be disagreeing, but you don't know boxing for real. I asked the question, and I'm going to ask it again. It goes for any of y'all. If you say Shakur is the best in the lightweight category, what are you basing it off of? The only thing you could be basing it off of is what you believe subjectively. That's the only thing you can base it off of. Subjectively, I believe Shakur's skill set will beat anybody, but it's not based on something he's proven at lightweight. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. Yeah. See, Marvin, that's what I'm talking about. He said, great fighter, but best. Answer the question. Like, how can you, like, we all know boxing is a what have you done for me lately sport. How can you have the worst performance at 135 among the 4 kings or whatever they calling them, right? You have the worst performance, the best name on your resume career-wise, but definitely at 135 is Edwin De Los Santos, and you're off of that performance, which a lot of people thought at best was underwhelming. Tank Davis has knocked out everybody but 2 people. And one of them, he had a messed up hand. And see, if Shakur said he the one-hand bandit, if we're going tit for tat, how is Tank Davis not rated higher in your mind than Shakur Stevenson? Because when Tank had one hand and fought a dangerous guy who was actually trying in Pitbull Cruz, Tank looked a lot better than Shakur with one hand. Shakur got the mold, just need to add more branches to it. Nah, that's not what y'all said. Y'all said he the best now. See, y'all trying to make it like I'm saying he's not a good fighter. No, I know what I say and I'm there when I say it. Tank's best opponent was Pedraza. That was a decade ago, please. That's your opinion. So, hey, bro, this is funny. The Tank hate is funny. The Tank hate is funny. Y'all are all garbage. The Tank hate is funny. Here's why the Tank hate is funny. Because this comment says Pedraza was the best win, right? I ask a question. Do not do anything but answer my question. If you're going to reply to it, answer the question. Deal? I bet. Why did Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia sell 1 million plus pay-per-views, which is hard to do in the age of piracy and illegal streams? Why did it do 1 million plus buys if Ryan Garcia wasn't thought to be any level of threat to Gervonta Davis? That's my only question. Let's hear them answers. I'll say it again. Why did Tank versus Ryan Garcia generate so much money at the live gate and do over 1 million pay-per-view buys if everybody knew the end was going to be a one-sided Tank beatdown? What are you talking about? Because they're both more popular doesn't mean they're better. You still didn't answer the question. I'm going to try this again. Why did it do the numbers? So if everybody thought it was a cherry pick and Ryan Garcia had no shot, which is now what people are saying after the fact, like they always do, then why was it financially successful? Because if Canelo Alvarez, here's the thing. Canelo, people say, oh, he's the face of boxing. When he fights Rocky Fielding, it didn't do those numbers. It didn't do over 1 million. When Canelo Alvarez fights Avni Yildirim, it doesn't do those numbers. Nah, y'all not listening. Y'all got to listen. If Canelo at the time was considered the face of boxing, and when he's fighting guys like Rocky Fielding and Yildirim, how come they're not doing the same numbers as Tank and Ryan Garcia? You the best in the business, I know. If Canelo was, if Canelo was the face of boxing and he was also popular, and when he fights mismatches like Average Eardrum and Rocky Fielding, why were those fights not doing million plus buys? If it was just based on one person's popularity. The same reason people went to see Mike Tyson fight. What does Mike Tyson have to do with anything? What? Hey, y'all are terrible. This man said the same reason people went to see Mike Tyson. What does Tyson have to do with this whole conversation about the modern four kings or whatever? Please let me know what Mike Tyson has to do with it. I am so confused why Mike Tyson has anything to do with what we're talking about. Because people want to see a knockout, and that's what they expect from Tank. Okay, when Wilder fights Dominic Breazeale, you knew somebody was getting knocked out. It didn't do the numbers that Ryan Garcia and Tank did. Wilder does all knockout. Robert Helenius and Wilder didn't do those numbers. So what are y'all talking about? If it's just listen to y'all logic. If it's just because of knockouts, then all of Wilder fights would have done that. Because you're saying, this man said, because people want to see knockouts similar to the Tyson days. Wilder's the king of knockouts. He's hurt pretty much everyone he's ever been in the ring with. But the Luis Ortiz 2 fight, the Helenius fight, the Breazeale fight, they didn't do Tank versus Ryan numbers. That's factual. There we go. Shout out to Judah Warrior. There we go. That's it. Somebody gets it. It says people not trying to give Ryan Garcia his credit for being a threat. Shout out to Jude. Oh my gosh. Thank you. We finally, when I tell y'all to answer the question, y'all refuse to do it and skip to something else like Mike Tyson, or when people actually answer, we get to the root of the cause. When Mayweather fought Canelo, Canelo was thought to be a threat to Floyd Mayweather. It's not how the fight played out, but you got to judge the fight in real time. Hey, Kenya, block Jacqueline Ramirez. That is definitely not a woman. That's a dude pretending to be a woman on that account. I could tell by how they type. Get them out of here. Get Jacqueline Ramirez out of here. You're out of there. Now we starting to get to it. Shout out to Judah Warrior, the only person that had the guts to answer the question. It is similar to when Floyd Mayweather fought against Canelo Alvarez. You had this influx of interest. That fight did like 2.4 million, something like that, pay-per-view buys. You had all this interest because people thought Canelo had what it took to beat Floyd. And then when Floyd beat the brakes off of Canelo, all of a sudden people came up with oh, he's too green. Oh, I knew the outcome. No, you didn't. Because 2+ million people, if they really knew, okay, just hear me out. Hear me out. Cali boys are soft. All right, come to Devin Haney's fight. You'll see. Jacqueline Ramirez, come to Devin Haney's fight in Cali and tell everybody in the audience in San Francisco that Cali boys is soft. Yeah, I'll be waiting for that. If you could afford a flight, go to Devin Haney's fight and yell in the crowd that Cali boys is soft. Yeah. I'll be right there on my camera to film it. And we'll see whatever happen next. Let's do that. Yeah, go to Devin Haney fight. Yeah. Kenya B, tell her to go to Devin Haney fight and yell in the crowd. All y'all Callies is soft. All right, bet. Go to that fight then. Anyway, they say ego speaking facts now. I made boxing look pretty. Ugh. I didn't say be so scared. I told you to come to Devin Haney's fight. I didn't say nothing about being scared. I said come to the fight and yell that in the crowd. I didn't say be scared or be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. I didn't say none of that. You the one. So he told on himself. Jacqueline Ramirez told on themselves. He talking about so scared. I didn't say to be scared. I just said come to the fight and yell that in the crowd. Now he say who go to Devin Haney's fight. Get Jacqueline Ramirez out of here. Please. Please and thank you. Kenya B, please get him out of here. Get Jacqueline Ramirez out of my chat. I told him to come to Devin Haney's fight because that's the only Cali fight that I could think of that would be a good fight. And now he's saying who go to Devin Haney fights. That's a good fight. If you're a boxing fan, which is obviously why you're on my page, a boxing page, why would you not want to come to Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis? It's a good fight. Thank you, Kenya B. Rockabye, baby. Moving on. Who next? Who next? Yeah, who next? Yeah, who next? Ego done got Michael Bay camera. Bro, I told you, I'm the new Michael Bay with the Transformer. Oh, that's my man from Stockton. Oh my gosh. Listen, I ain't gonna say nothing. He said I got the Michael Bay. Look, listen, keep supporting the chat. I'm gonna keep leveling it up. I'm gonna keep leveling up the channel. These young boys can't beat me. There's no one in boxing that got the audio, the visuals, crispy like me. Stop playing. Listen, all y'all better bow down to the God. I'm the God of this boxing talk. Ain't nobody in boxing have the personality, the charisma, the facts and knowledge the crispy camera work. Look at this. Look. Y'all can see my fingerprint. I cut the light on. Y'all see my fingerprint. I made boxing look good. And the audio quality. Man, stop playing. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all know I'm the GOAT. That's not even up for debate. You know I'm the GOAT. Anyway, get the likes up. I'm going to show y'all something. But get my likes up. Ego Entertainment is crispy. I told you, look. We crispy in here. Ain't nobody like me in this stupid game. Bro, look what my homie Jesse, everybody blame Jesse Carl. Look what he sent me or added me on. Who is this? Y'all tell me who this is. Look, just judging by the body, pause. Who is this? It says crazy, everybody immediately knows what professional boxer. Whose shape is like that? Hey, look, they already know. Bro, whose body look like that in boxing? Look at that body. Bro, it say who body is this? Look at them legs. I love my job, bro. This is so much comedy. Bro, look at that back fat. I'm going to cut a slice of bacon off the back fat. Bro, y'all all said it. How does everybody know who that is with no name on the trunks or nothing? And y'all all said it. Everybody's like Tyson, there's only one Tyson Fury. That looked dead on. With the little knock knees. Oh my gosh, bro. That is so funny. I'm so mad at that. The GOAT of Terrence Crawford hate. Other than that, pretty dope channel. I ain't gotta block him just for saying those stupid. Hey, get Sports SI out of here. Yeah, block him too. He said the GOAT of Terrence Crawford hate. I ain't hate on that man. What name one thing I said that was hate? Because I picked Errol Spence. Tough titty. Deal with it. I picked Errol Spence. I was wrong. Kiss my, like y'all, listen, y'all some clowns. Like y'all ain't never been wrong with no fight prediction. What did I say that was hate? I ain't saying what you want me to say. Yeah, get him out of here. Bro, I told the Bud Buddy, and here's the thing. Listen, I know I'm the GOAT. This is the perfect specimen of a man. Look, the craziest thing is the Bud Buddies are so insecure. I didn't even say nothing about Crawford. The title of this video, the metadata, the conversation, the words that are coming out of my mouth, none of it was about Terrence Crawford. And you just randomly name drop Terrence Crawford. Shout out to him. What you want me to say? Bro, these dudes is cornballs in real life, IRL. It is insane. When they hate, donate. That's all y'all gonna do. I'm gonna keep taking it up a notch on them. They can't stomach this. They know I'm great. I ain't say one word about Crawford this whole stream. And they just y'all always do that. Oh, this guy hates so-and-so. He hates Canelo. I don't hate Canelo, but I'm about to get in Canelo rear end. Pause. Yeah, Canelo about to get rear-ended. Pause. Wait till I get to that David Benavidez talk. But I ain't saying nothing about Crawford. At all. I wasn't worried about the man at all. So if you like Terrence Crawford and his twists, that's amazing. Great. It had nothing, this whole stream ain't had nothing to do with him. Anywho, the bottom line, like I've been saying, this is what old media does. They say a person is a threat to a black fighter, and when said black fighter, if black fighter beats that non-black fighter, then they take it back and say, oh, we knew this was going to happen. Bull. You didn't know it was going to happen because, okay, if old media knew that Floyd was going to beat the brakes off of Canelo Alvarez, why would they pay to see it? Okay, listen again. If Canelo, Chupapi Muñeños, the Cinnabons, if they knew that the fight would look how the fight looked and Floyd beat the brakes off of him, why would they want to pay to see their mans get slaughtered? Who wants to, like Roy Jones Jr., didn't I just say that? This is a Tayson, come get back. Didn't I say? Cola in the house. Roy was my favorite fighter. When Tarver knocked him out, that was rough. That was rough to see. Because that was my favorite fighter. You see what I'm saying? So if you knew that Floyd was going to do what he did to Canelo, you wouldn't have paid, and it wouldn't have did 2.4 million pay-per-view buys if you knew Canelo was going to get dusted. Like E40 said, ooh, dusted in the mother, disgusted. Bro, I been about my cash ever since I was a little. If you knew that Canelo was going to get dusted and disgusted, you wouldn't have paid for it. Oh, Canelo he got beat up. His red hair shaking around. He looked like Cedar Chucky. Bro, remember the scene where the mama, she started to believe Alex, her son, and I'm talking about Child's Play, the OG Child's Play. When the mama started to low-key believe Alex was telling the truth about the doll, and she looked in the battery compartment to see, and then she was like, she lit the fireplace, and she said, talk to me, goddammit, I'm gonna throw you in the fireplace. And Chucky went in, and Chucky's like, you stupid slut, oh, you little bitch. Yeah. That's how Canelo looked when Floyd was beating that at, bro. Watch that scene again. When she looked in the battery, rolled under the couch, Chucky rolled under, she picked it back up, held him. She said, talk to me, goddammit, I'm gonna throw you in the fireplace. And Chucky's like, oh, you stupid. And he started like hitting her. Bro, my boy Chucky went hyphy on Alex's mom. He started biting her. Then he ran out the room. Oh my God. I love them old Child's Play when the technology wasn't all the way there. So they had like certain scenes, it was like a midget. And then other scenes, it was like animatronics and puppets. Chucky. Bro, I like those scenes. Like that OG Child's Play. Remember he went into the voodoo priestess house? He broke in. The voodoo dude was shook. Chucky walked in. You know, John, shouldn't leave your dolls hanging around here, John. You've perverted everything that I taught you. You know, I kind of thought it would be like this, John. That's why I prepare for it. Your own personal mojo, Doc. Hey, give that back. He's like, sure, how you want it? Broken leg? Oh! Bro, Chucky started breaking homies up with that voodoo doll. I am about to go watch that. I might end this stream. That part is so funny. That is classic cinema. You know, John, I always thought it would. You mean to tell me I have to stay in the body of an 8-year-old boy, John? No fucking way, John. Bro, when the voodoo dude, he told Chucky he had to stay in that body. You mean to tell me I gotta stay in the body of an 8-year-old boy, John? No fucking way, John. Sure, how you want it? Broken leg? Oh! Shout out to Chucky, bro. My boy was on them spills. Hey, that voodoo dude had him right. Had my boy Chucky on them spills. Ade dui dembalaya tuzeme esta quarimor. Give me the power, I beg of you. Oh my gosh, that scene was so funny to. Hey, see, this new generation is soft. We used to watch them movies and just laugh, like at the parts that weren't supposed to be funny. Oh my God, me and my friends and siblings, we used to laugh at all the wrong. Like it don't even be comedies. Like we probably laugh more at non-comedies than we did at comedies. Like Child's Play, that was funny, bro. when Chucky popped up with a baseball bat and put that torque on the swing and hit him in the head, he said, "Batter up." Andy said, "Oof." Bro, he really clubbed my boy Andy with that bat. Batter up. Bro, you remember all the classics. That's crazy. Bro, I got to. How can I not remember Chucky? That was a classic. Stay here, Chucky. I got a tinkle. And Chucky really didn't stay there when he went to take that piss. Remember? Be right here, Chucky. I'll be right back. I got a tinkle. Remember Andy talk all slow like that? But Aunt Maggie, it wasn't me. Chucky did it. So let me keep cooking on. I got to get back to the boxing. I know old media mad. They be watching me. I didn't come here to hear about Chucky. I came here to talk about Shakur. I want to talk about Shakur. Anyway, let me finish up with Tank. The bottom line is Tank Davis, y'all say people are threats, and then he beat them, and then now you try to condemn and say how all those fighters suck. Like I seen it. Hector Luis Garcia, they said, oh, he was never nothing. Bro, he lost after Gervonta Davis to Lamont Roach. After. So so this is how stupid boxing haters are. This is how stupid they are. You're saying who the man was after the fight to try to make Tank look bad, but omitting the fact that what if fighting Tank is why his confidence ain't good, and moving up to Tank's division and taking punishment from a merciless puncher like Tank, maybe that's why he looked like that in the Lamont Roach fight. Are we just going to forget that? Like, you fight some guys like Benavidez, Wilder, you might not be the same, especially if you come back too soon. But let's just pretend that ego is dumb and just omit the fact that Tank beat the brakes and made the man quit on the stool. What if that, like quitting on the stool, that has to do something to your psychology, to your psyche? Like the man quit on the stool, was seeing doubles for weeks and all that. So you think that stuff don't last with you? Yeah, he was a champion in the lighter division, went back down, but Tank knocked his block off. Maybe that's why he looked less, because the same thing with Errol Spence and Ugas. Now, Mario Barrios, that's my dude. I know him. He's cool. He beat up Ugas, but you mean to tell me that Errol Spence and the Spence beating that Ugas went through, that had nothing to do with why Barrios looked like that and why Ugas looked so poor? Like, it's just common sense. Hey, y'all got to get my likes up or I got to wrap this up, because YouTube is out here playing games and I ain't with it. There are way too many people who are just joining that haven't hit the like button. My man Eloy says, yeah, Hector went back to his lower weight and he lost his confidence. That's what I'm saying. We can't act like when somebody puts a stunning beating on someone and then they fight someone else. Like Errol Spence don't get credit. Listen, Errol Spence fought Lamont Peterson and beat him up bad. That was his first title defense. Lamont Peterson took a year or so off, and then he came back and lost to Sergey Lipinets. Listen, I like Lipinets, but are we really going to act like that Errol Spence butt whooping had no impact on Lamont Peterson? Do you see what I'm saying? So you meet certain guys and their style is too physical, and then you might not be the same fighter after them. Errol Spence done ruined some people's career. Kell Brook, after the Triple G and Errol Spence back-to-back whoopings, I personally don't think Kell Brook was ever the same fighter because that was 2 butt whoopings and one was at middleweight. You dig? Errol Spence, Lamont Peterson. Errol Spence dogged Lamont Peterson. He took a year off and then came back to Lipinets, and Lipinets was too much for him. But let's not act like Errol Spence didn't do that. Like, tenderize the boy. Just like Errol Spence did with Ugas. Ugas versus Barrios, the whole fight looked like a shell of him. He didn't look like the Ugas that fought Sean Porter or the Ugas that fought Pacquiao. And you have to look at what was in between. That was the Errol fight. And Errol beat Mikey up. I don't think Mikey ever really had his heart back in boxing after that. Lost his first pro fight, got beat up, nearly stopped in round 9. So y'all quick to diss Errol Spence. Y'all weak. Y'all weak because he lost to one person who's a great fighter, Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence didn't put some, what did Jay-Z say? I put a couple careers on hold. You could be next, kid. Errol Spence put a couple careers on hold, like Hov say. Hold on. They say the kid with the golden voice is back, the kid with the most bars. Errol Spence did some Jay-Z work. Like when Jay-Z said that. See, y'all don't know because y'all don't know rap. Y'all don't know hip-hop. You don't know these quotables that I be on. Jay-Z said, I put a couple careers on hold. You could be next, kid. Spy podcast, my chariots on fire. Everybody took shots, hit my body up, I'm tired. Hove got flows, though he's no bigger Pac, but he close to how I'm supposed to when they got me fighting ghosts. Media metal, niggas sue you settle. Everybody want to be Bobby Brown to be Bobby then. I guess you got to be Bobby now. Yup. Bro, Errol put a couple careers on hold, and now y'all acting like fronting on the man. You see? Boxing. It's same thing with Andre. Andre was avoided, but because he lost to Benavidez, y'all acting like squares. Andre, he's a good fighter. He just lost to a bigger, great fighter. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Andre, the other thing that that hurt Andre, he didn't have, like, bro, you should have never, this is my opinion, and I've been saying it, because I'm the man of boxing. I've been telling y'all. Andre had opportunities way back in the day to come to PBC, and he didn't. Like, come to PBC, not just the Jermell fight. Signed to PBC. He chose Eddie Hearn, but Eddie Hearn didn't have the people for you. He had a bunch of British fighters that no one really wanted to see you fight. So, and then, I gotta be real, Andre has some opportunities, and for whatever reason, turned them down. Like Jermell Charlo, like Derevyanchenko, like that Zach Parker dude, like, I don't know, Zanabek or whatever dude was calling him out. He did have some opportunities like that, and those would have been better fights than what he was having with Eddie Hearn, and for whatever reason, he didn't fight them fights. So when it came to fight Benavidez, you probably wasn't truly ready for real. Like, outside of, you probably had a good camp with Snack and all that, but I'm talking about developmental. Listen, if you think, like, for example, let's say right here on YouTube, and I challenge any one of y'all or anybody, your favorite chat, anybody, this goes to anybody. Everything I do on here is years of preparation, decades of preparation before I was even doing boxing. So I challenge any one of y'all suckers to come get some. If you think you nicer, you think you better, you think you could do what I do, then prove it to me. I'll be waiting. So it's like people forget, like, the developmental when you're not ready. Like, you can have a good fight camp that don't make you ready. That's one camp. You dig? Having one good fight camp, that's not enough. Because there's some people, they starving for opportunities. We got some real bad men and women in the sport of boxing that they hungry. They don't have like the promotional backing and everybody loving them and 1 million followers on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. They don't have that. But if you have it, they trying to take it from you. Benavidez been hungry for a minute. I told you. Y'all didn't want to listen though, for whatever reason. Even though my word is bond, and y'all know I spit the truth. I've been telling you about Benavidez. I told you he been hungry. He doing the right things. A lot of the hate was from Canelo fans. I will admit that. They were saying a bunch of stupid stuff. So Benavidez been waiting for these moments to prove himself with a Canelo or an Andrade or whoever. Jaime Munguia. He been on that. Y'all just got to see it. I said the same thing and people got mad. I don't know what you're referring to, but God bless you. Bro, you're not finna fight Lucas Keeler and Artur Akov and all these other dudes and then beat Benavidez. Because if you look at it, Benavidez had good developmental fights that are trying, like Ron Gavril first fight. He got dropped. That was a tough fight for him. He had to learn from that, bounce back in the rematch. He's had his ups and downs, even though he's undefeated. See, that's what y'all forget. Y'all forget that. Y'all look at an undefeated record on BoxRec and be like, oh, he ain't been through nothing. There's people who are undefeated. Like Errol Spence was undefeated, but he had been through stuff. Went to the UK, fought Kell Brook. So basically, realistically, right? Got in a car accident. You know what I mean? Detached retina. There's a lot of, see, y'all don't study this game like I study it. Floyd Mayweather, he's been through stuff. Undefeated or not, he got jobbed and robbed in the Olympics. What does Steve Harvey say? That's just dirt. They had dirt on him. Benavidez had dirt thrown on him. Caleb Plant was a tough fight. 3 car accident. What's the third one? I remember the one with the Frank Martin fight week. And then the main one, I don't know what the third one is. Anyway, let me talk about this boy Shakur. I gotta talk about it. My man Omar sent $5 in the Cash App. We got a $5 Cash App. He said the boy says Shakur gonna be fighting on a Tuesday. Bro, I'm the realest in the game. I'm just giving my honest opinion. I like Shakur. He's a talented fighter, but I'm still entitled to my opinion. I don't know what it is, but I really feel in his last month or so, Shakur Stevenson needs to get off of social media. I don't know how else to say it, but to be blunt, like I am, I truly think he needs like intervention. It's like MTV True Life. I'm addicted to Twitter. That, like, for example, they calling you Shakur Twitterson, and you're not doing a good job of separating yourself from that. He is like he always on Twitter. Bro, he on Twitter more than Elon Musk. Bro, I'm going to call it Shakur Musk. He the new Elon, SpaceX, Tesla, all that. Bro, I promise you Elon Musk is on Twitter less than Shakur. Because he's building rockets and Tesla and on yachts. And you see what I'm saying? There ain't no way, bro. There's not enough hours in a day to be on Twitter that much. So like when they calling you like Shakira Twitterson or whatever, you're not really doing a good job of like denouncing that. Isn't that how Ryan Garcia doing it? No, it's not. For the record, Ryan Garcia don't look. First of all, Ryan say some crazy stuff too. Ryan was like getting reshares for doing that body shield challenge. Shakur is getting flamed. That's the difference. Like, no one was really clowning Ryan fully until he lost to Tank, maybe. Completely different situations. Ryan, like, put it this way. Especially if you're a fan of Ryan Garcia, like if you're already a fan, if you go to Ryan Garcia's Twitter, there's not things on there that's probably going to make you not be a fan or lose your core base. Some things that Shakur Stevenson is saying, tweeting, and doing is making his own fans think twice about like supporting, at the very least, supporting what he's saying or doing. That's completely different. I'm going to say it again for the slow people in back. They say I talk a little fast. You listen real fast. I ain't got to slow down for you to catch up. Listen, if you are a fan of Tank Davis or Ryan Garcia and you go to their social media, you're not going to be like, oh, I can't get with that Tank. You're going to be like, oh, that was funny, or just tap in with him. See, oh, he's shopping. Oh, he's on a private jet. Like, you know, just regular stuff. Shakur knocking people off the wagon with some of the things he's saying or doing. Like his own fans are like, nah, I can't really rock with that. That's a bad look, so to speak. That's what we're getting at. That's why I said I think Shakur should take a break, get some fresh air, because it just don't make sense. It don't make sense to be on Twitter. Like, and here's the thing, and I'm just going to be cutthroat because that's what y'all want me to be cut. If y'all want me to be cutthroat, type cutthroat in the chat. If you want me to be cutthroat, type cutthroat in the chat. Diacono want the cutthroat. Listen, I'm from the Bay, man. Mac Dre, there's a group out here. Shout out to Vallejo, 707, you dig. But there's a group out here called Cutthroat Committee. And I guess I got to bring it to boxing. We the new Cutthroat Committee. Bay Area, you dig. So we'll do it Cutthroat Committee style. And just raw, rugged, uncut. We don't give a. Just say what's going on in boxing like I always do. The thing is, Shakur is doing things that is like really like off-putting. For example, Shakur tweeted out Ryan Garcia. Oh, so first of all, let me take it back because some people that haven't watched all my videos, that's really y'all fault. So y'all lucky I'm even rehashing what happened because y'all should be following and watching all the videos. But anywho, Ryan was on Brian Custer's show, his podcast, Last Stand, and Ryan Garcia says he doesn't like Shakur, period. I'm just rehashing what he said. He said he don't like him, he's arrogant, I'll fight him, and I'll show him what's up, and there ain't gonna be no running with me. That's what he said. Ryan Garcia said, I want to beat his ass. I want to beat his ass. You guys get it. Next day, I made a video about it. Next day, Shakur gets on Twitter and says, basically like, Ryan, you a clown. I'll fight you and I'll stand right in front of you. This is what Shakur says. There ain't going to be no running. I'll stand in front of you all night, were his exact words. I'll stand in front of you all night. Then a content creator asked him, they said, if the fight happens at 140 or has to happen at 140, would you be willing to go up to 140? Question mark. Shakur then says, I'll fight him at a catch weight, or he could come down to 35. What? Bro, what? So you engaged in the tough talk and said, I'll stand in front of you all night. Now you want to catch weight? That don't look good, bro. I don't know how else to say it. Now you want to catch weight? But even worse than the catch weight to me is he said Ryan can come back down to 135. Bro, he's been involved in $1 million pay-per-view now with Tank. I'm not saying it was just him because we know Tank is that dude. But it's part of his jacket now. It's part of his resume too now. He has all these followers and made more money than you with these recent fights and stuff like that. So the point being is, why would Ryan Garcia come to 135 for you when he fought? This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just being real. I understand what Ryan Garcia was saying when he said Shakur is arrogant. Because some of the comments he's saying, I'm like, oh, I can kind of see that. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying this to me like personally or whatever. I've interviewed Shakur and he was cool to me. But I'm saying I can understand the arrogant lane because answer this. This is just all facts. Ryan didn't want to make 135 for Tank. So Tank said, all right, we'll do +1, 136 catch weight, right? Since you can't make 35 or you don't want to make 35 and you want to have some leverage. So if Ryan didn't even make 135 again for Tank, who's a bigger star than him, why would he do it for Shakur? That don't make sense to me. And then when you add in the rest, which is Ryan Garcia and his dad and his team said they moving to 40. He's fighting. It's his fight week right now. He fights on Saturday and he's fighting at 140. And you know that. And he says, now I want to take over 140. Why are you offering 135 knowing that's pretty much a deal breaker? His team told you that they're done with 35. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a known deal breaker. So my point is this. You can't have your cake and eat it too. On one hand, you're trying to sound like almost tough. Oh, I'll stand in front of you. You ain't ish. I'll stand in front of you. But then you want to catch weight or him to drop down into a weight that you know he's not going to make, which is basically a deal breaker, aka the fight's not going to happen. So to be honest, that's not a good look. You can't have it both ways. You can't, like, if you're going to do the tough talk, you got to ride the tough talk out. You know what I mean? Like, and here's the thing. I wouldn't have never made that statement. I'm pretty sure Floyd Mayweather wouldn't have made that statement. Because, to be honest, I thought that was a foolish statement for Shakur to have made anyway. Because why would you change your style in a way that would obviously benefit your opponent? You see what I'm saying? Shakur says, I'm going to stand in front of you all night. That's not your style. Like, there's no way you're going to make that look good. Because here's the thing. If you're going to stand in front of Ryan Garcia, who is big, at least he's fast and he has power. He does have power. I mean, he's explosive. If you're willing to stand in front, why weren't you willing to stand in front of Edwin De Los Santos at 35? What, because he's a southpaw? Because Ryan probably hits harder than De Los Santos, to be honest. Like, De Los Santos, he has power for sure. Ryan put like Fonseca and some people to sleep with one shot. So and that was at 35. I don't remember De Los Santos, like he knocked out Rayo, but Rayo wasn't eyes closed for sure. I watched the fight. So Ryan probably had more power at 35, and now at 40, he's still going to be strong. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why it's not a good look, people. You're like, why did you make the statement you'll stand in front of him? If it's not your style, like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know. It's like when Tim Bradley said he was getting death threats from the Pacquiao fight, so he decided to fight Ruslan Provodnikov like an idiot. And he almost paid for it. He almost got knocked out, for real, for real. Bro, you got to get over yourself. Some people won't like your style, but your style got to be your style. Why would you stand in front of Ryan Garcia? That's dumb, bro. It's just, Like, and see the other, it's dumb in every possible way. Hey, get my likes up. If you want to know how it's dumb in every possible way imaginable, type Y in the comment section. I'll break this down so y'all all understand what I'm talking about. I need some more Y's than that. Shakur has a chamber of styles, but I'm not trying to hear that, because you should have had the chamber of styles and the Shaolin styles or whatever you talking about versus Edwin De Los Santos. Next. Who next? All right. The reason why I, Ego, think that is dumb is, from what I've seen, that's not your style. So why would you utilize a style that benefits your opponent who's stronger than you more than it benefits you? Ryan Garcia is stronger than Shakur. So I would never condone anybody give up your natural abilities and attributes trying to have a pissing contest with somebody and put yourself in potential harm's way to try to prove a point. That's just not a smart way to box. Like Adrian Broner saying, "Oh, I'll stand in front of you all night, Maidana." Bro, you better use them legs or whatever you can, your defense. You know what I'm saying? Why do that? That's just a dumb play. Or, so it's a dumb play because I feel like you're giving your ops a better opportunity for no reason, just to type it on Twitter. The second reason why I feel it was a bad look or dumb for Shakur to say that is because we live in the social media era where, I tell you, the most dangerous thing, camera and a microphone, social media, these things are all, the internet is forever. So when you say these things and type these things and do these interviews and say blah, 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 people are going to hold you to that. So in the event that you fought Shakur versus Ryan and the fight happened and you get to feel Ryan's power or speed, and you're like, oh man, this dude's cracking. And then now you don't want to get hit with that power and speed. So you fight an intelligent fight or a less appealing fight, we'll say, like your last fight with Edwin De Los Santos. Now everyone's going to be calling you a liar because you said you was going to stand in front of him and trade. You see what I'm saying? So it's really a lose-lose. It's like a lose-lose situation. Either A, you're giving your opponent an unnecessary advantage, or B, when that power gets to landing and you see it's not safe or it doesn't make sense to stand in front of it, then people are going to be like, you lied. You said you wasn't going to run. Why put that pressure on yourself? And I understand Shakur confident, feel he's good. I just feel like it's a bad play, bro. Bad play. Desmond Parker, what's up? I really feel like that's a bad play. You never let somebody get you out your game and then you fighting their style just to prove something. I've seen it before. People trying to fight and like they fight the wrong fight and then you end up losing or looking worse. You don't always, like Tim Bradley. He didn't lose, but he looked worse than he needed to be if he would have just boxed that Russian Siberian Rocky, Ruslan Provodnikov. So to me, I'm not a fan of that. Floyd Mayweather, they said the crowd can't fight for you. He don't care if people are booing, if leaving or whatever, just fight your fight. So I like this. I just think Shakur is like, he got to cool out on the social media because none of this stuff is like really benefiting you at all. And it's bad because you have a black and Rican fighter and Shakur Stevenson, American fighter, and you got like foreign fighters and stuff, and Americans is siding with them over the American talent. You know what I mean? Like Kambosos roasted Shakur Stevenson, and people in the comment section is like, man, Kambosos destroyed you in with his clapback and his rebuttal. Like, bro, you got Americans saying that Kambosos is destroying you on Twitter. All that because you engaged. Like, I don't know, man. I guess I'm older, so I move different. I don't know. I ain't letting nobody get no like looks off my back for no reason. Like, you gotta be. It just don't make sense to me. I can't. I refuse. That's like a channel. Let's say a channel got like 10,000, 50,000, 70,000 subs, and they wanted with BOXINGEGO, and they dissing. Do you understand? I had 70,000 subs like many moons ago. Like, that's my old. These dudes now on YouTube just now get into things I did like 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Like, that's my old. It's like you messing with my old bit. You know what I mean? Like, that's old. I've been there. Like, silver play button. I got my silver play button years ago. That's old. I'm on new accomplishments, trying to set new milestones and, do different things. You still doing, like, people still doing that. They're just now doing that. So, like, it don't make sense for a person who pioneered this lane of, like, digital age commentary on boxing and giving you the play-by-plays and telling you what the training camp. It don't make sense for me to partake in some of that. Oh, this channel 70,000 want to diss you. Yeah, they can diss me. That's what's up. So it's like, I don't even understand why Shakur Stevenson wouldn't know no better. Like, you're an Olympian and there's like zero exclusivity. And you got people, Shakur's talented. He could fight. He didn't have the greatest performance in his last performance, but you got people out here slighting you, favoring Kambosos, and like possibly in a real fight, you probably beat Kambosos, but they taking Kambosos' side because of how you moving online. And that's like, you have to understand this internet game, bro. I've been on the internet before all these dudes. Before Shakur was a pro, I've been making money online. Before Teofimo was a pro, I was making money online. Believe it. So at the end of the day, you got to move smart, move smartly. And it's just like, for example, Shakur, he's not sounding, I really believe this. I really believe this. A man got to be congruent with what he says. So if you say it, then you got to mean it and live and abide by that. You dig? So, for example, Shakur Stevenson said after his last fight, he needed to take some time off and time away from the gym and enjoy the holidays with his family. Every other day, he's in the beef with somebody online. That's not what you said you was going to do. Am I wrong? Am I lying? Did Shakur, after the Edwin De Los Santos post-fight breakdown, did he or did he not say he needs to take time away and enjoy the holidays with his family? Did he say that? Or am I lying? Shout out to Shashanti. Yeah. Okay, so he said it. Ray Smith. So he said it. So that's my point. This is the opposite of what you said you needed to do. Yesterday, beef with Ryan Garcia, clapping back and forth, and I'll stand in front of you and catch weights. Today, he's beefing with Dean the Great or whatever. I don't even know, dude. But Dean the Great, Teofimo, Kambosos. Like, bro, this is a lot of beefs. Like, bro, this is a lot of beefs in a short. Like, if we really break it down, in the last like month and a half, these are Shakur's beefs. Dean the Great, George Kambosos, Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, Edwin De Los Santos. That's 6 beefs, bro. That's literally 6 beefs that I thought of easily off the top of my head. And then if I add 30 days, like let's say we go the last 2 months, Frank Martin. So you're beefing with Frank Martin, Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, George Kambosos, Dean the Great, Teofimo Lopez. That's a lot of beefs, bro. And I'm probably, and then hold on. It's not even just them. I just thought of another one. The dude that signed with Mayweather Promotions that knocked out or knocked down Rolly, Johan Ingram, he was beefing with him too. And Devin Haney. I said Devin. But Johan Ingram, that's another person. Johan Ingram was sparring his homie or friend or something. And then it graduated. I made videos about all this stuff. Then he started beefing with Johan and he was like, you mad because I trashed your man? And then the Johan Ingram dude was talking about taking Shakur's girl and stuff. Bro, I'm just saying that's a lot, bro. He's a fighter. He want to fight. He gets ducked so much. He got to set nets and not directs. He punking all these ninjas. Man, you sound like, are you Shakur? You like, that sound like Shakur on a burner, bro. You doing too much. Are you Shakur? Listen, listen, I ain't even being funny. Are you Shakur though? Cause that sound crazy. All that stuff you said, he's setting nets and traps. What? Bro, that's Shakur. That's Shakur burner. Shakur Twitterson on the BOXINGEGO burner. Nah, hell nah. Hell, ain't no way, bro. That gotta be core. You was in the Olympics? Huh? Say something. You was in the Olympics? I know you're Shakur, or at least a cousin or something. You're a core cousin. You're Coors Light. Bro, I know you got your last name gotta be Stevenson or Twitterson. There's no way. Because all that stuff you said was remedial. So you must be related. You got to be related. You on a team or something. There ain't no way. That's Coors Light. That got to be a little play cousin or something. That was, man, Shakur got to stay on the internet. Like, you're literally the only person on the internet saying that Shakur got to stay on the internet. That's crazy. I ain't seen nobody else to say, like, bro, he need to log off immediately. Go to a log cabin with his girl, enjoy Christmas or Kwanzaa or whatever he celebrate, you know, meditate, take a Epsom salt bath. He need to do that. Because this ain't working. Bro, there's literally people online and a simple Twitter search will reveal this. Literally people online saying George Kambosos is eating you and killing you. Online. That's not good, bro. He got too many beefs. What's it? What he 50 Cent? Hey, Irv, you gotta do something, baby. Bro, he taking on the whole Murder Inc. It's murder. Bro, what's good? Shakur Cent? You talking about, oh, it's because he wants to fight. That's not getting him none of the, he didn't fight Johan Ingram. He not fighting T.O. next. He not fighting Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? He not fighting Devin, Tank. Like, what do you mean it's to get a fight? He ain't got to fight. Bro, he got to log off. Please log off. He got to log off immediately, bro. That's too many beefs. Listen, I don't care. Whatever. Whatever. If y'all like it and think that I'm tripping, whatever. But I know what I know, and I see straight cookage from my end. And see, you're not gonna do this to me. I got popular platforms on every platform. I'm everywhere like air. I'm like Visa, everywhere you want to be. My Facebook like page, 50,000 popping. Instagram, almost 50,000 popping. And that's not even my first Instagram. Boop. YouTube, 315,000 popping. I'm popping everywhere, bro. And different platforms have different audiences, but they all coming together singing Kumbaya on Shakur Stevenson. Every time there's some Shakur stuff, just read the comments. You're being mean. Oh, you're hating on Shakur. Read the comments. That's all I'm saying. Don't take my word for it. Just read the comments to any Shakur current video. Like Fight Hype, if Fight Hype posts the little tweets and George Campbell, just read the comments. Read the Boxing Ego comments. That's all you need to know. Read everybody's comments regarding the stuff Shakur is doing and saying, and tell me that I'm lying. And I know y'all can. I like the energy. I didn't like the fight, but I'm still talking ish as opposed to silence. Bro, you're also irrelevant though. Like, I'm not even trying to be rude. So yeah, you need to be silent because no one knows who you are. But for people like Shakur, where you have an actual brand, then you got to care about your brand. You tell them, I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that. Like, the have-nots talk about if they had, how they would react or what they would do. You're not a celebrity. We don't know you. We ain't never seen you. We can't tell you from a can of paint. A can of Valspar. Dutch bro. What's a Dutch boy? We can't tell you from a can of paint. Semi-gloss. We don't know who you are. So yeah, we understand that you personally would do that, but it doesn't matter what you do because we don't know who you are. So there's that. Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson is a celebrity and a boxer, and he has an actual brand. So you got to move in accordance to that. Y'all always tell me, like, it'd be like Floyd Mayweather. And you're like, man, I would have, if it was me, I would have had to bet the $100 million on the Dallas Cowboys. You would have had it. If you would have had it, you would have had to bet the $100 million on the Dallas Cowboys. But guess what? Surprise, you don't have $100 million, so no one cares what you're talking about. It's easy to say that you would put $100 million wager on a sports bet when you don't have $100 million. So who cares what you would do because you don't have it. But now to a billionaire or a millionaire, somebody who worked and actually worked to attain $100 million, they're going to move a little bit different because they know I ain't trying to lose $100 million on a sports bet. So don't tell me about what you would do. Like you watch them videos with somebody on Instagram or Twitter and they get robbed and they be like, man, had that have been me, I would have did this. You wouldn't have did. When you looking at that 4.4 Magnum, when you looking at that Mac Mini and looking down a barrel, you ain't gonna do. Everybody tough when you not in the situation for real. Can Shakur be hated like Floyd and turn it around on them? No. Here's why. Y'all gotta understand, Floyd was not hated when he first started. Like Shakur, like 25 and getting backlash. Floyd wasn't getting backlash at age 25. So that's like Floyd didn't even get the prime backlash until he was Money Mayweather later in his career. He wasn't getting backlash at 25, 26. He was just kicking ass and taking names. So y'all, that's not a play you should run with before you built your brand up at the very least and built your resume up. So no. Floyd was like, there was nobody that was like really hating because to be honest, there were people ahead of Floyd when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. Like Prince Nassim Hamed had a good little promotional run at HBO. Definitely like Roy Jones and Lennox. They were kind of like, you know, their heavyweight division. Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. There was just so many other players that it hadn't really kicked off to the light division. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Floyd was like an offensive monster as Pretty Boy Floyd. So there weren't people complaining about his style or saying he ran. Like he was demolishing guys. But he had hand issues and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's not a good game plan for Shakur. This is just my suggestion. Shakur, he's a grown man. Do whatever you want to do. If you think this benefits your brand, have at it. Keep doing it. Keep going on Twitter. And then when people are cooking you, maybe that motivates him. Maybe he wants to see all the people cook him on Twitter. I don't know. But I'm just saying from my perspective, outside looking in, it's just a lot. It just don't look good, bro. It don't look good. Like, every day I'm seeing Shakur in the new beef, and then people are like cooking him. For real, for real. And then like the other thing is your last performance, it just wasn't the best. Especially when you look at Benavidez Andrade and fights like that. So it's like Shakur's still trying to convince people that his last performance was awesome. It's like, you know what it would be like? It would be like a director putting out a movie that was not received well and it kind of flops. And then the director keeps trying to like beg and plead with you to accept his movie as a great movie. You see what I'm saying? Like if Christopher Nolan put out a movie and then the critics are like, this sucks, I hate it, it's not a good movie. And you trying to argue with the critics and a bunch of people and fans and moviegoers, they all saying the same thing about the movie. Maybe, all right, maybe just take this one as a learning lesson, and in your next movie, take that criticism and make something beautiful. That's what I would suggest for Shakur Stevenson. Like, I'm not saying he should succumb to the naysayers and stuff, but stop trying to argue with like people's opinion. Their opinion of you is not finna change. If anything, it's the internet. You amping them up. You getting them hype. They want Shakur in their mentions, and so they know you seen it, that they calling you a runner and all that. Like, I don't know. This new generation weird, bro. Like, Teofimo said Shakur got 4 million. Bro, give me 4 million. I am not worried about no Twitter. Straight up. Like, if y'all got a $4 million check, would you be worried about Twitter? Like, honestly. And worried about people, what they saying, and making them believe you. Like, oh, I don't know. I'm different, I guess. Anyway, I'm about to get something to eat. I'm going to holler at y'all. Smash the like button. Do you think Shakur should fight Edwin De Los Santos? Absolutely. Shout out to Tony Robles. I said that I think Shakur should definitely rematch him. I mean, that's like if you coming up with excuses and saying that, oh, my hand and one hand bandit did. And see, he's beefing with everyone. He ain't not really talking about Edwin De Los Santos. So I don't know. We'll see what Shakur's next move is. I'll holler at y'all. Make sure y'all guys subscribe to my channel. And I'm out.